Becca and Ken, you have come here before family and friends to this chuppah, this very shaky wedding canopy. But the fact that it's shaky now is really just the beginning, because through your love for one another, the commitments, the promises, the vows that you make, you will transform this wedding canopy into a home. And this really is the symbol of the new home that you are creating together. And so we welcome you home with words of welcome. Rochim habayim b'shem Adonai. Blessed are you who come here in the name of the Lord. Mi adir alakol, mi baruch alakol, mi gadol alakol, mi yivarech et hakatan v'et hakala. May God supremely bless. Bless now this bridegroom and his beautiful bride as they enter into a new life together. Now, this first sip of wine has two meanings. First, it symbolizes the sweetness of those commitments and vows and promises that you make to one another right now, and that stand as the foundation of this home. But also, the fact that it is white wine symbolizes that it will not stain your dress. And that's important because on your very first date, Ken spilled a big glass of red wine on you. And he knew that you were the one right then when you didn't make a fuss and actually gave him a second date. To put it in hockey terms, he scored! And so we say, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotai, v'tzivanu al ha'arayot v'asher lanu et ha'arusot v'hitir lanu et hanisuot, lanu adei chuppah v'kiddushin, Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh amon Yisrael adei chuppah v'kiddushin. As you sip now together from this cup of wine, so may you always draw sweetness, contentment, and gladness together from the cup of life. And let us all say, Amen. Now, obviously, Ken, I've known you for a long time, and I must say that I've never seen you as happy as at this moment. And there's a very good reason for that. And I want to just talk a little bit about this woman that you have married. You have found someone who truly is a person who can put everything in perspective for you. On that first date with the glass of wine, to this very moment. She keeps you calm, she really makes you happy. And again, she brings very special gifts to this marriage. She's so hardworking, not only for herself, but for the family that you are now creating, for the kids, for everyone in her life. She works extremely hard and selflessly. She is someone who is a great mom, and you love that about her. She is someone who has a loving heart, and she is someone who has a beauty that you find, of course, on the outside, but truly that goes down to her very soul. And that is really what brings you to this moment of happiness. And as your friend, I am so very delighted for you. But I must say that she has also gotten herself a wonderful partner as well. You did something for her last week that she wrote to me about. I just want to talk about it for just a moment because some of us know the Ken Daniels, the personality on television, and I think this is the real Ken Daniels. Just so happens that you went to the store and bought her some apples, and they were delicious. She loved these apples. They were the best apples, and she talked to you about how fabulous these apples, and you, being Ken, could not remember what the name of the apple was.
Exactly.
And so, a few days later, you come in with a big bag from Trader Joe's, and you have one of every single apple that they sell to make sure that she got exactly what she wants.
True.
She told me that on your first date, which didn't start very well, as I've already explained, that just a month later, she received a love note from you that talked about how wonderful she had made your month, and that thanked her for everything, including her honesty. And she said, you know what, right then, he had me. But what I didn't expect is that on that very same date the next month, I received another note. And on that very same day, the next note, and on and on. That's the Ken Daniels that many of us don't know about, but she does, and she appreciates it. Now, I have to tell you that forget that date. I think it was July 24th, because from now on, May 30th. And instead of notes, I'm taking jewelry from now on. But truly, Ken, that romantic part of yourself, that loving part of yourself, it's something that you share with her so beautifully and so openly, and it really makes this chuppah a very special one. And so it is in that spirit of two souls that were meant to be, that were beshert, as we say in Yiddish, that I ask you now, Ken, do you take Rebecca to be your wife, to love, honor, and cherish her, and to seek to establish together with her a home sanctified by faith and by love? I do. And you take Ken to be your husband, to love, honor, and cherish him, and to seek to establish together with him a home sanctified by faith and by love. And Ken, I will ask you to take this ring. Turn to your bride, look into her eyes, and say to her these words.
Hare,
Hare,
at mikudeshet,
li,
b'tabat,
b'tabat,
zo,
kedat,
Moshe,
Yisrael.
behold, you are sanctified unto me
You are sanctified unto me
with this ring, according to the laws of Moses
according to the laws of Moses
and the faith of Israel.
and the faith of Israel.
And now, Becca, I will ask you to take this ring, place it upon the finger of your bridegroom, look into his eyes, and say to him these words from the Song of Songs, the love poetry of our Bible.
Ani, ledodi, vidodi, li. I am my beloved's, and my beloved is mine. And so shall it be from this time forth and forevermore. The symbol of this beautiful moment in your life is a ketubah, a wedding contract, which was signed by friends before the ceremony. In it are written these words: Lo ish v'lo isha, v'lo isha v'lo ish, v'lo shnehem v'lo shechinah. No man without woman, no woman without man, and neither without God. And so it is in that spirit that I now have the very great pleasure of blessing you with the Sheva Brachot of our people. Baruch atah Adonai, Elohim melech haolam, borei pari hakafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Elohim melech haolam, kol sason v'kol simcha, kol chatan v'kol kala, kol sason v'kol simcha, kol chatan v'kol kala.
Spill it. Right on.
And now, Rebecca and Ken, you have spoken the words and performed the rites that will bind your lives together forever. And so it is my very great pleasure, as your rabbi, as your friend, to pronounce you ish v'isha, husband and wife in the sight of God and of all people. At this sacred moment in your life, I ask you to bow your heads, and I may bless you on behalf of everyone gathered here. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and watch over you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha. May God's love always shine through you and unto one another. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God look upon you at this sacred moment in your life, standing beneath this beautiful chuppah, and grant you hearts that are forever in love, souls that are ever entwined, and abide a home that is filled with love, happiness, health, and God's greatest gift of shalom, of peace. And let us all say, Amen. Now, Ken, there's only one more thing to do.
Not miss.
That's right, not miss. You don't have a stick, just a foot. But the breaking of this glass symbolizes the shattering of the old, so that a new life might come to be. A new life for you and for your beautiful bride together. Mazel tov!
said that stuff to yourself.